Let me tell you a story that might sound a lot like your life. There was this guy named Avi. He was in his early 30s, living the so-called good life in the city. Decent job, friends to hang out with, a gym membership he rarely used. On the surface, everything looked fine. But inside, Avi was a prisoner. Not in the traditional sense, but trapped by his own mind. You see, Avi had this habit. He couldn't let things go. One morning, he was at a coffee shop before work. The barista got his order wrong. He asked for an oat milk latte, but she gave him regular milk. Avi, being polite, didn't complain. He just smiled and took it. But as he walked to the office, the regret hit him. Why didn't I speak up? Why am I always so passive? Am I weak or something? That small mistake, a coffee order, stayed with him the entire day. Later that evening, Avi met some colleagues for dinner. They were talking about promotions, and one of them bragged about negotiating a huge raise. Avi sat there, nodding along, but inside he was screaming. Why didn't I negotiate better? Why didn't I ask for what I deserved? When he got home, he lay on the couch, replaying everything. The coffee order, the missed conversation at dinner, even a fight with a friend from months ago where he felt he hadn't stood up for himself. One thought spiraled into another. And that's the thing about overthinking, it's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Avi was exhausted, not physically but mentally. Then came the moment that changed everything. He went to visit his grandfather, a wise old man who had seen it all. As they sat in the garden sipping tea, Avi poured his heart out. I don't get it, Grandpa. These small things, I just can't stop thinking about them. They haunt me. I feel stuck. His grandfather smiled gently and handed Avi a small pebble. Hold this, he said. Avi looked at the pebble, confused. It's just a stone, he muttered. Exactly, his grandfather said. Now hold it tightly. Squeeze it with all your strength. Avi clenched the pebble tightly in his fist. After a few minutes, his hand started aching.
Grandpa, this hurts.
Then let it go.
Avi opened his hand and the pebble fell to the ground. Relief washed over him. His grandfather looked him straight in the eye and said,
Life is full of pebbles, Avi. Small regrets, disappointments, and mistakes. But the pain doesn't come from the pebble. It comes from holding onto it too tightly. Let go, and you'll feel lighter.
Avi never forgot that moment, and neither should you. We all have pebbles we're holding on to. A conversation where you wish you'd said something different. A decision you regret. A mistake that keeps haunting you. But here's the truth. The pebble only hurts when you refuse to let it go. So today, I want you to do one thing. Think of a pebble you're carrying. Name it, recognize it, and then release it. Because life is too beautiful, too fleeting, to waste on pain you don't need to carry. Let it go. Feel the relief. And start living lighter.